again. We have a new
Straight up.
CEO, so I'm
I
trying
feel
to
like that should be like a joke. Like, I don't know. I feel like there should be like a song or something about a little red cardigan. No.
Let's make a song right here, right now.
All right.
Yay.
You want me to lay down a beat?
Cardigan. Oh, you're
Do
dropping a
it.
beat?
Do it. Drop a beat.
I said that with confidence, like that was a thing that I could
You know what
do.
I'm saying?
didn't
Like,
I?
like don't talk about dropping
Cuddles,
beats.
I
unless
want you
you're-
to drop a beat so Belschnickel can sing. Go ahead.
Wait, I thought you were gonna
Drop a
enter
beat.
the- Wait, you're not gonna flow with me?
I'll flow with you.
How about
But
I
I-
drop the beat and Cuddles breaks it down?
No. He offered to drop the beat.
All right, go ahead, drop it. Drop it.
I'm on the internet in front of people.
I'm sitting here wearing my red cardigan from work.
All right, let's start the show, man. Let's start the show. It is time.
Do that.
It is time.
You can
But
do
you know
some-
what? You know what, Cuddles? I'll give you props because that beat had some flex to it. It did.
right.
It really did.
All right,
It was a little trebly, you know what I'm saying? But it was good though. It was good. It was good.
All right, I was doing a thing.
All right, man, let's do this.
Give me
You
one
certainly
second.
did a thing. Are y'all ready?
There was a thing that was done. All right, that's not gonna work. That thing's going away.
You can
Giving
do
up.
something. I'll call
we're-
you out.
All right, so we are going to go live in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Converted Podcast, the podcast about the guild on Airy Peak Convert to Raid. With you as always is Salmisis the Shaman, Belschnickel the Priest.
And Cuddles the Brewmaster.
It's about to get real.
Well, hello, and welcome to a new episode of The Converted. I realized I don't have show notes up. So tonight, we have the wonderful Mr. Tooley joining us. But before we do all that fun stuff, Bell, how are you doing?
Dude, I'm doing really, really good, my man. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great, man. Had some dental work today. Got my second root canal on the same tooth in like 2 weeks. Life is good.
That should not be allowed, man.
No, that should not be a thing. That should not be a thing. Sal, how are you doing?
Sounds like, yo, what about me?
In this episode, we have the first episode of the new year. The one, the only, Thule is live in the studio. Nate and Turds are here with the Guild Haps, and fantasy football is finally over.
Wow. We're talking about this pre-show, like that just drips of hatred. You know what I'm saying? Like that is wrong on so many levels, but we're not going to get into it because we're here to talk about Cuddles.
No, we're here to talk about you. We're going to get an update
right.
with your fantasy
Here's the
football.
update, man. Listen, fantasy's over. I had probably my best season yet. I won $18,456 this year playing fantasy football.
Sorry, what was that?
That was 18,456. I came in fourth in the NFFC cut
So
line.
$1,800?
No. $18,456. And 17.5 of that came from one tournament. It was the NFFC cut line. I came in fourth, and guys, realize I came in like 14 points from $80,000, man. It was wow. That was crazy. It could have been so much better, but I'm happy, man. I'll take the money, and I'll be back next year, man, to compete with some high stakes fantasy football, man. But it was fun. I'm glad that fantasy's over. Because I kind of get to like recharge and breathe and kind of get back into it. But what a season. It was so much fun. And Sal can't make fun of me anymore for fantasy because I cashed heavy. Okay?
You did. You totally did. It's like, okay, this time every year, and we've known each other for a lot of years now.
Mm-hmm.
This time every year, you kind of disappear, and I get all sad. I'm like, oh, Belschnickel's not going to play WoW with me anymore, and I don't get to talk to Belschnickel, and like I text you, I can't even get a hold of you. But like, then you come up and go, yo, 18 grand.
Yeah.
$18,000, 18K. It's like a side job for you.
No,
It's
like there is people who make a living playing fantasy football, just like poker or anything else. Like like that could become a reality someday, man. Like a little part-time action because there's people that are cashing and like anyway, if you're a fantasy nut, we'll talk later because there is a lot to this, man. It's fun. It's fun. It was a blast. Good season.
I know that I sent you that photo of just a bunch of like jock nerds with their like pen and paper, like sitting
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
living
yeah,
room, like it's a D&D game, right?
No, man,
It's
fantasy is
I have
real.
never made 18 grand off of a D&D game. Ever. I want
You're not
in on
playing
that
with the
game.
right
Is that out there? Is that a thing?
is it a thing?
I don't know. Like
Surely there's no money in D&D.
competition D&D.
There might be.
Like
D&D
back
costs
alley,
money.
like for cash D&D. Like some sort of
The
shady
black
game.
market of D&D.
I don't even know how you would. I don't even know how you would like make money in D&D. But
don't know.
I am happy, and that is exciting. But at the same time, I am happy that my partner in crime is back, and I'm gonna
Back.
get you to like run some stuff with me, and like in fact, as soon as it was over, like the day it was over, what were you doing that night?
I was playing Heroes of the Storm with my friends.
With whom? That's right, with us.
Sal. Yeah, and Cuddles. And listen, we had
And
like
Avox.
we had like the best time that night too. Like we were like we should be recording this because the craziness and the silliness that was happening that night. Wow, I would love to listen back to that. That was awesome.
We're probably
Cuddles
better
had me
not.
rolling. And Nav, huh?
We're probably better off that it wasn't recorded, to be honest.
I'm glad some of that won't be on the internet.
But
that you know of. No.
I know,
That's right.
But
Me and
Sal's
you-
been killing. You've been killing the hero, Sal. Like back in the day, if you guys listen back to the earlier shows, Sal was kind of like on the meh wagon for the heroes, right? She was like, it's all about WoW. Now, dude, she plays more heroes than anybody that I know.
I know. She was, I remember just the other day, like making fun of her because she was like, "Oh, I hit level 7." Like, yay.
Yay. Yeah.
She's like level 37 now. Like this.
Oh, she's
I'm
a
level
legit
39.
player now.
I'm level 39 now.
She's better
Oh,
than
don't get
me.
it twisted. Don't get it twisted. She's like,
I
hold on a
started-
second. It's 39. It's 39. It's 39.
I started on Thanksgiving Day.
Wow.
Heroes. But the reason I wasn't playing Heroes is because I was still interested in WoW. And not that I'm not interested in WoW, except that I'm not interested in WoW right now.
That's okay. No, that
yeah.
is okay. We're like in a little bit of a lully kind of period. We're waiting.
Sure, WoW is still my favorite game. This is CGR is still my favorite guild, my only guild, and still all my friends, and I still sign on, but like Heroes is what I'm doing right now. And I'll be all in on WoW again as soon as we get another expansion, or
even-
some content or something.
Even me is like the eternal optimist and like the wealth of, oh my God, WoW is awesome. I've only been playing for a year and WoW is great. Like I've even been like kind of cutting back on there's like holiday dailies and leveling some alts right now. There's so many other cool games to play.
Do you,
and
think
so
you
many
need to do cuddles though?
great
I know you
CTR
have done?
members.
You need to go and get your what is it, the achievement, what's it called when you do all the quests and all the zones?
The Lore Master.
Yeah, the lore master. You
Yeah.
could. I know that you're interested in lore, and I think that you
definitely.
specifically would actually benefit from that and like it. I think you'd like it.
That's one of I have a couple like goals for before Legion, and that's one of them, to get Lore Master in at least Draenor. I'd like to do it in Pandaria as well, just because Panda.
You got time now, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, if you want to like get real crazy, you can go like lore master Kalimdor or something like.
Well, I have this-
get all those.
I have this great friend that every time I log in, she's like, "Hey, you want to play Heroes? Hey, you want to play Heroes? Hey guys, we're like, I'm at work. It's like 2:00 in the afternoon. It's like, are we gonna play Heroes tonight? Are we playing Heroes? Is there Heroes going on, guys?
Well, like, and in group me too. She's like, so what about that Heroes? You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
no, that's good. That's good.
I get it. There's days I get it. I get it in game. I get it in our Discord. I get it in our old group me. I don't get it.
You can't
text.
hide. You can't
Yeah.
hide from Sal. If
Like,
Sal
she's,
wants
like,
to find
lifting
you,
up
he will
rocks.
find you.
You under there? Let's play Heroes.
You act like you're hard to find.
Right.
Like, but you know what? This year, this is the first show of our new year. Okay, first show of 2016. Yep.
Happy New Year, guys.
Got my
Yeah.
New Year's resolutions going. Okay, and this year, I resolve to play more video games.
Is that possible, Zell? Now, that is possible for you?
Well, I wanted to make my goal something obtainable. My
Okay.
resolution, something that like I could actually achieve.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I thought that one might be something I could obtain, achieve a goal I can obtain. But actually, I do have a few goals, and I'm using
Well, you have a list?
my. Oh yeah, I've got this whole thing.
Oh,
I'm using my like convert to raid guild like calendar from BlizzCon
okay.
that
well,
Tuli
who
gave
made
me.
that? I like that.
Tuli
Seems really
made
cool.
it. It's got all these great photos, right? But I've it's like totally blank right now, right? Except for my like things that I want to do. So every month I'll do obtainable goals. I've decided on this. Like January is no pizza month. There's no pizza for me, and I live in
Okay.
New York.
That's hard to do.
So
I mean,
is
it doesn't
January
get more
hell?
real than
Like, why would you
Hell-
do that?
Hell month.
And I legit have to walk by a pizza place
Nope.
on my way home
Nope.
that sells dollar
Okay,
slices.
so Cuddles, you think she makes it? Over under on 14 days.
I don't know if I could make 5 days.
Yeah.
I don't. And if I
Okay.
walk by a New York style pizza place with dollar slices, I'm surprised she's made it. What is
I'm-
today? The 4th?
I'm stopping. Dude, when you get it and you kind of fold it and like the oil kind of drips off.
Stop
You know what I'm saying? And then you just kind of put that thing. Yeah, that's no. It's not that good though. Anyway, you're not missing anything. It's
No.
cool.
It is that good.
Yeah, it is.
And that's why it's on my calendar. Also,
You
on
can
my
do it, Sal.
calendar
You can do it.
is go to the gym 3 times a week, and that's legit across the street from where I live. Like
Okay.
it's closer than the pizza place.
Go to the gym and work out, or are we going to go to the gym for donut day? Are you one of the gyms that
It's-
has the donut day?
It's bagel day.
Bagel
See, like
day.
a gym with bake. I'm not even gonna get into that, but whatever.
Okay.
I have a gym here that has pizza day. Like, I think
that's
Thursdays is pizza day.
No. First Mondays of the month is pizza day at night, and the second Tuesdays of the month is bagel day. It's Planet Fitness. But they also have the hydro massages. I did that this morning.
So
So
does that count? Hold on. Does that count as a gym visit?
That's. Please tell
Does
me
that
you did
count
not
the check box?
Your
Like, if you go to
hydro
the-
massage visit as a
Yeah.
gym visit.
If you go to the tanning booth, does that count? Or are we talking about like go to the gym and break a sweat? Go to the
She
gym.
goes to the gym and gets a massage. I was at the gym today. Oh man, my back. It's
well,
killing me.
it's a heated massage.
Okay.
So
Oh, then yeah,
There
then
you
definitely.
go. That's
full cup, yo.
anaerobic then.
and no. Go to the gym and like work out.
Okay.
And also put money into savings every week. So those are like goals that I can obtain. On February, I don't know what my February goal is going to be, except read more is definitely on here.
Okay.
So
Some
and
attainable goals there.
yeah, these are obtainable goals. I just want to be happy and healthy. I'm going to put it right up here. My convert to raid guild BlizzCon calendar, and it'll always remind me.
Sal's pimping that thing like it's for sale. Is that thing for sale?
It's not for sale.
Oh, okay.
I'm pimping it like I'm the only one that has it. But Cuddles, how you doing, hun?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I think after talking about that calendar, I got to talk to the guy that made that calendar. You think we
Mr.
could do that
Tuli.
thing?
Maybe we
Yes.
can.
Let's see if
Bring
we can
that
do
dude
that
in
thing.
here, man.
Let's try to do a thing. In the meantime, I'm actually. Oh gosh, what was this? There we go. I got him. We're good.
Got
now.
him.
I'm doing a drawing a day. That's my goal.
Nice.
Oh,
And so this was day 2. Ignore
That's
the head.
pretty nice, man.
But I was trying to little like tribal turtle with a wave on his back. I'm working on it. We'll get there.
do you know what? Last night he was gonna play Hots with me. He's like, "Hold on." We met like in voice chat, right? And he's like, "Wait a minute. I gotta finish this drawing first."
Tuli.
Tuli!
Yes, yes.
Whoa.
How are you doing? Welcome to The Converted, my friend.
Thank you.
Tuli, tell them what time it is where you're at, man, so people know the depths of your hardcordedness to make it
It's-
tonight on the Converted.
It's 24 minutes past 3 in the morning.
Dude, 3:24 a.m. and Homeboy is right here, right now on the Converted, dude. Thank you so much for coming on, man.
Well, I had to put an alarm clock on at least, otherwise it would have been impossible. It's
That's
fantastic.
fantastic.
We decided to do this. We were all like me and Cuddles and Belschnickel, we were like planning our calendar for the next few shows, right? At BlizzCon, and we were like sitting at the dinner table at, I guess, California Pizza Kitchen,
Yes.
I guess. And like, oh, we can get this person on that date, and then 2 weeks later we can get this person on, and blah blah blah. And then Thule goes, if you do your show on January 4th, I could be on.
Yeah, I'm on vacation, so I thought I'd probably get on early.
Oh, very
But
early
it's too
for
early.
you.
Yeah, it's too early actually, but I'll try to stay awake.
Do you have a holiday tomorrow or something? Like,
Yeah, it's a national holiday tomorrow, so that's why I'm off today as well.
what is the national holiday that you were off for?
It's called 13 Days After Christmas.
Nice. We need that here.
Stop.
I
Are
could
you-
use one of those.
We need that here.
Wait a minute. Or are you just still off for Christmas? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was legitimately like going, oh my God, is this in the calendar? The 13 days after Christmas is not actually a holiday. Wait a minute. No, it does. It does say a holiday here
Yeah.
in a language I don't understand.
13-dagen, I think it says.
Yes, it does say that.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
13 days after Christmas.
That's really a holiday.
Yeah, it is a holiday.
But it says it on the 6th as well. Is that 14 days after Christmas?
No.
What is this? Treton. Help me. Okay, so
Is it AFTON before or something?
okay, that's on the 5th, January 5th.
Yeah,
And
that's just
January 6th, it's like the same thing, but with Jule, Jul at the end.
day. Yeah.
Welcome to Swedish Words with Sal.
It just means the day, and otherwise just mean evening before, basically.
It's like Trent. You made the calendar, Thule, not me.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we celebrate Christmas Eve more than we celebrate Christmas Day. It's just the same thing, basically.
So wait a minute, stop. 13 days after Christmas, and then 13 days after Christmas Eve.
Yeah, of course.
Who's
So listen, man, we got Thule in here. Thule, you are a legit legend in this community, man. Like, break it down for us, man. Who is Thule? Give us the background story, man. Give us the origin story of Mr. Thule, man. Break it down.
Of Tully, I started playing him in Classic, actually from start in the EU, and I've had an account there since then as well. Then I joined the CTR 2 years ago, January, so that's probably about 2 years from now. And then I've been playing actually mainly on the US account, so I actually have 9 level 100s in the CTR, and
Okay.
I actually only have 2 in the EU at the moment, but I'm actually working on them as well. And then I'm mainly playing nowadays Ironmans, Pacifists, and Bloodthirsties. That's my main game at the moment.
Whoa, talk about that again. The pacifist.
Yeah, Pacifist. That's just leveling without actually killing anything.
That's real. That's real.
I
You know?
managed to get up once to level 55 before I actually managed to kill something, and then I had to start over again.
I remember, like, you accidentally like tapped something. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
No,
hurts.
No,
it does.
what's bloodthirsty then?
You level mainly by killing, not questing at all.
Okay. Okay, so same thing, but like the complete opposite of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Is there an achievement for that though? Do they give you something for that?
No, it's only the WoW Challenges homepage.
It's the
will-
WoW challenges. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
ranking-
yeah. Stone, who's in the chat room right now, he gives you
Yeah.
a hug.
How cool would it be if there was an actual achievement for that though? That would be so sweet.
Yeah, and also not having basically any gear, white gear and gray gear, so that's makes it quite a lot difficult. So that's mainly me, and then of course I like to travel a little bit, so I usually come to some meetups here and there as well.
Okay, when he says travel, there is not a meetup that's happened in the CTR community that Thule hasn't been there. It's like, hey, by the way, Thule, we're meeting tomorrow at San Diego Zoo. I'll be there. What time? I mean, it's like literally this guy, there is nowhere he won't go with like no notice. It doesn't matter. He'll be there. You know?
Yeah, so I'll actually also be in the Going to PAX South this year as well. Meet up a little bit. I know Cuddle's going at least, and Jules is going.
PAX East, right?
No, South as well.
And PAX South.
You're going to both?
Yeah.
So literally, Tully is in Sweden. I'm going to get to see him more than like some of my WoW friends that live in like Georgia. I'll probably see him more than I'll see Bell this year.
How about Florida? We live like 20 minutes away from each other.
I know. What the heck?
Oh, that's awesome, though.
Okay, you guys live 20 minutes away from each other. How many times have you met in RL?
Okay, I've outside of BlizzCon, I haven't met Cuddles, and Navox is even closer than Cuddles, and we've hooked up one time. Like, it's not right. It's not right.
Yeah, and I've actually met Bell before as well when we went to BelchCon.
Dude.
That's right. You showed up to BelchCon.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, we have a Florida meetup coming up, like in a couple weeks. I would not be surprised if Tully was there. Like I
know,
say,
right?
Hey, what's up, Tully? What's going on, dude?
That's unfortunately I can't make that one. I had to swap a little bit work arrangement to actually be able to go to PAX South since I'm on call every 6th week. I'm actually on call that weekend.
Otherwise, he'd be there.
I would have tried, yes.
That's awesome.
PAX South, that's in Texas, yeah?
Yeah, San Antonio.
Austin,
San
29th?
Antonio. You know, I'm from Texas.
Yeah,
No.
San Antonio.
It's a lot easier for me to get to PAX East to hang out. Anyway. So the last time we saw you was at BlizzCon, right? And at the last BlizzCon, you did something kind of special, you know, with like alcohol. Do you remember that?
Yes, I was
did
on
a
panel together with Jim or Hawkeye and two other, Artemis Howell and OC Beer Blogger. So we had a little, I had to do some research before that. That was fun. So I actually went to a couple of pubs nearby and also some breweries just to make some research. And I had a lot of fun doing it, at least pre-con, at least for the panel.
Okay. Well, tell us about like what the panel was about and why you did it.
Hawkeye asked me to do it from a sort of international perspective, basically. So I sort of tried beers and the stuff to talk about, since I'm actually have collected the whiskey before as well. So he asked me to sort of try to, what I know and sort of try to figure out what's interesting from beers that are more common maybe in Europe and so on. That was the main thing.
And then after the con, we hung out with you and you showed us around like where these places actually are.
Yeah, we went to Anaheim Brewery, but that was it.
That's all we needed.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and
Cuddles, go ahead.
I was going to say, as somebody that actually got to pop in and see most of that panel, because you guys were like right after me, I ran outside like it collapsed out of anxiety, then came back in and saw your panel, and it was really cool. So you had the local, you had the international, you had the beer expert, and then you had the drinker, and I think that would be fair.
The drinker?
The drinker. Or the younger generation. Well, maybe that's a better way of putting it.
What's your title? I'm the drinker.
Yeah. It was really cool though to get the different perspectives and kind of see what you guys liked around town. It made me look forward to hopefully spending a little bit more time there next year, kind of exploring some of those spots. So thank you for doing that. That was really cool, man.
Yeah, and actually the fun part is going there the weekend before, which I did this year. Then you can actually get to some places a lot easier, because some breweries only have open between like 4 p.m. in the afternoon until 9, 10. So that's a bit of a problem when it's the middle of the week, especially when they're off in industrial areas. It's not so easy to get to them during the week, for me at least, when I was carless. And you can't go to a brewery and drive because you can't test their products.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see. Cuddles, did you have something to ask?
Tell us a little bit about how you from Sweden. I mean, like, it's not like you're like I came to CTR because like I bumped into somebody that was in CTR, and you know it's like Gen Chat and over like how did you end up from the EU coming to CTR?
Actually, a little bit over 2 years ago, I got really sick, and prior to that, I was actually like raiding 4 times a week, 4 hours per day. Prior to that, and I just couldn't raid any longer, and I had a vitamin D deficiency. I found out later, and that was I was sick, and that's why I sort of decided to get an account where they actually didn't know I was online.
Oh, really?
He was going straight incognito.
Yeah.
You got a US account to like avoid your friends?
In that time, just to sort of, I wanted to sort of try and sort of slowly get back into the game, basically, and have fun at the same time. And I had listened to the Convert to Raid podcast before, and I knew about the guild. So when I did it, I straight off went to the Convert to Raid guild.
He made it sound so much better than abandoning his friends. He really did. That was just straight political correctness.
Well, I mean, I did abandon them. Not, I didn't abandon them in that way. I just didn't want to sort of get the pressure to start raiding again straight off. That's the main thing. So I was 7 out of 7 heroic 25-man raider and Throne of Thunder when I stopped trading.
Okay. Wow.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's the first time I've heard a story like that. Like I didn't expect that answer. Okay, but you are playing on your European account a little bit these days, and do your friends like try to like get you into the raid still?
They first time I logged in afterwards, they sort of wow.
You still play?
Yeah, of course I play there sometimes. I do have some friends still left, so I just sort of jump in and I prefer to do my IRMs and stuff on the EU account because of latency. I don't want to DC and die. So that's the main reason why I'm jumping in there at the moment. And then it's always fun to chat with some old friends. I do have a lot of them there as well.
Of course you do. Of course you do. And when you do raid, what's your preferred class?
I have been raiding as a Resto Druid since TBC.
Wow. Okay.
A Resto Druid.
Yeah.
Healers Unite, man.
How's my? I didn't understand that one.
I said Healers Unite.
Yeah, okay, Healers Unite, yeah.
Yeah.
I did actually a little while raid as Affliction Warlock as well during, what you call it, Serpent Snow. It was Mount Hyjal one during TBC as well because they didn't have enough DPS to kill the ads there.
Oh, the ads in the Mount Hyjal raid. Oh my gosh.
So I had made a special spec where I had crit-based Affliction Warlock just spamming, Seed of Corruption, basically. I was pulling aggro like a madman.
Okay. Tell us the truth. What did you think about that raid?
It was okay, since those I was playing with were really professional and really good. So yeah, we were pushing progress at the time.
Okay, but like,
This guy's a politician, man. He is a politician.
No, I didn't mind. I mean, I was leading the DPS charts like mad, so it didn't really matter.
well, when people talk about like raids that they remember like going through Molten Core for days and like killing the Lich King and Old War. You know, no one ever talks about Mount Hyjal.
Yeah, I know. It's more like a grind to get to the last boss, basically, but it wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best raid in the world, no. Mm-hmm. My favorite raid is definitely Old War, and my best memory is from actually doing Firefighter on Mimron.
Yeah, that's a cool one. Everything about that raid is cool though.
It's a big raid.
Zug in the chat room says, "Run, Mount Hyjal." Yeah, it's an entire zone. It's an entire zone that you're just like running across. and like you run for miles from one thing to the other.
I agree. And it actually took us 6 weeks non-stop progress just to get Mimron down in firefighter as well. That was really tough.
6 weeks.
Yeah, non-stop,
Yikes.
4 days a week, 4 hours a day.
Wow. Man.
That sounds fun. That sounds like great.
That's what I want to do every day after work. Man, 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But did you make $18,000 like Belschnickel did?
Man.
No, but you should have heard the scream on Ventrilo at the time.
It was worth 20,000.
That was insane when we managed to do it. Just what a relief! Whoa! That was great.
And one of the things we had you had a question, Cuds?
I did actually before we dove into the next one. For some of us that may never go to or have never been to or have maybe even don't know where Sweden is on a map, what is the World of Warcraft scene like there? Like, is it a very popular game there? Or are you the only guy in the country that's playing it? Like, what's it like over there?
No, there are of course more people that play here. I think it's quite huge game. I think I mean, if you look at the internationally, you have others in Method that's playing, so that's Swedes, I know that much. And I know at least over 2 others that play personally, so that's decent amount of people. And then of course I've played in a guild which is all over Europe before, so I have some Portuguese friends, Greek friends, Dutch friends, English, Welsh, Scottish friends that are playing as well, all over the world basically. Played with someone from Lithuania, Croatia, Italy.
Now, obviously you travel a lot and you come to a lot of the CTR. Are you traveling to like any of these other places and going and like visiting? Like, is there other communities like CTR out there anywhere?
Well, not that has meetup like this. I mean, I have been to meet up in with the guild I was previously. So I've been to Portugal to meet my Portuguese friend with on when he was actually working out on the Azores. So I went there together with a Dutch friend who's also a guild mate at the time. We went there and visited him while he was working actually. But and then I've been to Athens to meet one other.
You've been to the Azores?
Yeah.
My wife's family's from the Azores.
Yeah, it's a lovely place,
Yeah,
especially if you, yeah, and I was on Fayal, which is Horta, which is a smaller island further in the middle of the Atlantic, and went whale watching, so it's quite a nice place.
There's probably nobody in the guild more well-traveled than Tully.
Yeah, I bet I could give him a run for his money.
I don't know, Sal.
I bet I could.
This guy shows up for meetups. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, like you.
He's
like
been
you
to Anaheim
Japan.
5 times though.
Yeah,
But I mean, if he's going to meetups, then he's gone everywhere else.
Yeah, you lived in Japan. When was the last time you flew over there to have sushi with one of your friends? Like, come on. Like, I expect.
Exactly.
Like, I post that I'm
I
going to
never
Five
lived
Guys,
in
and I
Japan,
look around-
but I
look around
did
for
used to.
movies.
I used to fly over to Japan just for like to see Radiohead,
Lived in Japan.
to see Nine Inch Nails. I just like to fly to Japan for a concert, have some sushi, and come back. Is what I would do.
Okay, I've actually lived in 3 years in Australia.
Exactly. See, we're about to have a travel.
I did a 1-month road trip through Australia to visit my guild.
Oh, snap.
So how many times are you coming to America this year, Thule?
This year, okay, let's see, PAX South, PAX East, I'll probably go to the Wisconsin meetup for the movie, and then probably BlizzCon. 4 times probably.
For
Which I
one
know-
country in 1 year.
Yeah.
I mean, America's huge, but
That's
like,
just us, though. Imagine where else he's going that we don't even know about.
I'll be going to the Azores this year as well.
Exactly.
that's crazy. I mean, that's not a place that I've like ever even thought about going to. But like, this is like the 3rd or 4th conversation I've had about that place.
I've seen
Like-
pictures. It's beautiful.
Like when your wife's family went over there recently
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, yeah.
You don't go there to sunbathe because it's quite rainy, but it's a nice, beautiful place where the countryside is always green, and you see these cows in the mountainsides standing there.
Okay, so where do you go to sunbathe?
What is that?
It's like sun.
Sun?
Why do you
Didn't I
think
mention
got
vitamin
a
D
vitamin
deficiency?
I bathe just out of the sun.
That
I
joke
know
just
you were
folded.
actually
It could have been worse. The joke could have been worse, Sal.
you were planning a little bit of time in Tampa around PAX South. Is that still going to be able to happen? I know that was like the cocktail napkin drawing of your plans that you tweeted out, and I saw Tampa on there.
I know. I was looking at it, but then I couldn't sort of fit it in with my work schedule. That was the main thing. That was the problem. The week before, because it was supposed to be something first around the 8th of January. And then you said I asked if you could move it just 1 week, and then you would think you could move it 2 weeks, and then it was a bit of a problem.
You got to stick to the plan, Cuddles.
I know. I'm bad about that. I am.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
One of the things we had talked about before, when we were doing the show, we were kind of trying to figure out different things we could add to the show. We wanted to kind of make sure we asked everybody, like, what is something we don't know about you? Like something, not that it has to be personal, but something like behind the gamer, you know what I mean? Like something about Thule that we just don't know. Like, you want to share something? Is there anything you can think of? That's not too obviously too personal, but besides the gaming part of your life, you know what I'm saying?
I turned 50 last year.
Okay.
That's it.
That's a milestone year.
Yeah, but I was okay. I mean, I got cake at least 3 different times just because of it. So. No, I mean, it's not really much. I work at the international airport in Stockholm, and I do not get free tickets or discounts, so don't ask that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I work as an electrical engineer there, and that's my main thing. And I played the game loads.
Yeah.
I mean, WoW, I'll actually checked today just to see how much I've played on my different characters, and I have over 800 days played.
Altogether. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of days. Like,
That's respectful.
I wish we could see, like, in the guild, like, where people ranked in terms of days played. Like, that would be interesting. I'm afraid to look. I know it's nowhere near 800.
I mean, just over the 2 years I played in the US account, I'm over 100 days there already.
In the US account.
Yeah, and then I have over 700 on my EU account. So.
Wow.
That's some time.
Yeah, it is. So I'm an addict, yes. So I don't play any other games. So if you
dude, we're doing a podcast about a gaming community. You're amongst friends, dude. Like, no one's gonna clown you for that. I can tell you that right now.
This is the trust tree. We're all safe here.
Last time I think I checked, I think I was at about 30-something days, 38 days, 39 days. But that was a while ago. I haven't checked in a while.
Oh,
Belsnickel, that's not even true, though.
no way.
I don't.
I'm past that.
Really. No, really. Last time I checked, it's been a while. It was like at 30-something days.
I want you to log in a game right now.
I'm not going to do it right now.
Just get an add-on called All Played, and you just log into your different characters, and then it will calculate it all together for you.
It's no more than 50 days, I bet, right now.
There's no way. How long have you been playing?
I started in 08.
Dude, I'm over that.
Yeah, but see, you got to understand, too, though. I wasn't gaming that hard like until I got into CTR. Like, I would play WoW, but I would just play. I was more like a dibbler dabbler. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would raid, but it wasn't like.
How's it go? How's it go? What were you?
It's dibbler dabbler. But why? So how many days do you have, dude?
I've got to be probably close to 80, and I've been playing a little over a year.
Yeah, but see, you work from home too, don't you, man?
Yeah, but not that like 1 day a week, man.
Okay, I'm thinking
it's not like I live here. Like I don't live like in a van down by the river with some Wi-Fi. Like, come on now.
All right. My bad, my bad.
Bill's like, well, you never leave your house, though.
Cuddles is a fancy chair. Cuddles is a fancy chair.
Look at our chairs.
Yeah, he does have a job.
Like in a spaceship. You guys he's ready to race in like NASCAR, man, with that thing. I think it's legit.
It's so comfy.
He told me last night we were going over chairs. I bought a chair, and he told me, I think it was last night, whenever it was, that he wanted this like $1,100 chair, like this stupidly expensive chair, right? He goes, yeah, but if I had that, I would take like the top of this chair and put it on it for my podcast, so people think I'm a gamer.
Yeah, still gotta look neat.
So it'd be comfy on the bottom, right? And just straight gamer in the back.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
I got this chair and I immediately emailed Twitch and asked for my sub button. They
oh, dude, that chair you have is a gamer chair back right there. Like,
oh gosh,
like
it's so comfy, man.
I'm overestimating your gaming abilities right now, and it's crazy. It's just based on the chair.
Unfortunately, it did nothing to help me play the game. I still didn't get the Grumpus. Oh well.
The Grumpus? Well, you don't deserve the Grumpus because you have the chair.
Okay.
The chair of
the chair of infinite comfortability with plus 10 to
plus 10 to.
I'm trying to not use the word butt in this, and I'm
buttock.
failing.
Buttock.
Okay.
Buttock. I was gonna say plus 10 to wannabe.
Plus 10 to try hard.
Try hard.
10% increase to try hard.
You know what? It doesn't matter what you do. You'll never be Thule. You'll never be like that.
No, I will never be that cool. I legitimately, Thule was one of the most unique and cool individuals I have ever met. Nice. Thule, your job sounds super cool. You travel all over the world. Like you're playing 800 Days of WoW.
Yeah, you say
dude,
it like
you got
that.
Legit cred, man.
Yeah, it's just a little bit over 2 years. So I mean,
literally, you've been sitting in a chair playing for 2 years, man. Like that's legit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he was a heroic raider. Opened an account in a different region to avoid his elite raider friends to try to pull him back in.
Well, and to be clear, that doesn't work now, right? With battle tags.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. It's, when I log into a US account, they don't see me.
Are they watching this episode right now? Like, they're not. They're sleeping. Your friends are sleeping, right?
I mean, I haven't been progress rating for over 2 years, so they have a little bit dwindled off.
They're okay. All right.
Yeah, you see, Cuddles, now our friends in Australia, that's still technically North American server. Like the Oceanic servers are still technically North American. So there's North America, there's South America, there's not an Asian server, but there's a Korean server and there's the Taiwan server, and then China is its own thing altogether. And there's also the EU servers. And so Australia and Oceania come together with North America.
Okay.
Because North Americans speak English or nothing.
Yeah.
And if someone tries to speak Portuguese or something in a North American server, everyone gets pissed off.
Yeah, but you have your Portuguese servers anyway, and Brazilian ones. So.
Yeah. I actually, is it South? I can't remember, but yeah, the Portuguese, well, the Brazilian servers is its own thing too. I want to say no, it's not its own thing.
No, it's the same battle tag as US.
It's the same battle tag, but they get grouped up with what do they call them? Battle groups or something? Like for PvP and stuff like that?
No, yeah, they get but they probably can get grouped up in a way like they can meet if North American alliance, and you can have a sort of a horde version Brazilian meeting against each other. So you don't you don't get contact with each other, but you can still meet other regions that way, fraction wise.
Right. Like you're not going to get grouped up with them, but if you had your friends there, you could.
Yeah, you could. You could, of course.
Yeah, I've ended up in a I want to say a BG with an entire group of, it wasn't Spanish, so it had to be Portuguese. Because it was Span-ish.
You just have to need to know one word if they ask you something. Just say obrigado, that means thank you, and that's it.
Domo arigato, my friends.
That's not really what it is, but you can try that.
Not at all. No, there's a huge no. Brazil has a pretty huge population of WoW players down there.
Really?
So
I'm a bit
Yeah.
surprised that they don't get grouped up with. They actually had one Portuguese realm in EU as well for a while, but they have grouped them up together with an English one now. So I was a bit surprised they weren't sort of connected together somehow. That would have been the best option for them.
No. The European ones are completely different, in no way connected at all.
No, but they should have done maybe something for the Portuguese realm here and sort of.
Do you know how many people live in Portugal though?
Yeah, I know.
Like 5 people total live in Portugal.
No. There was a whole realm just Portuguese people.
If
Yes,
Sal traveled more, she would know these things.
that's true. But Europeans won't get mad at people for speaking a different language in trade chat.
Yes, they will. Guaranteed.
Really?
Oh yeah, there's one English realm where they mainly just speak Slovakian, so their people they were connected with another English realm. There was fumigating.
Really?
Wow. That's pretty insane.
Okay, I want to talk about this later on.
Yeah.
Well, we really could.
Well, all right. Before we let you go, Thule, you got any shout outs?
To everybody I met, most likely, and that's a lot. So I met all of you, of course, and then Hawkeye, who's actually one of the guys that sort of really helped me out when I was first BlizzCon quite a lot. He sort of introduced me to a lot of people. I went to like a burger place together with him, and I met Sapphires from Sundering and met Mugaiba for the first time and so on. That was really sort of sweet of him just to bring me along to a lot of things first year, and everybody. I've just met so many fantastic people, and that's why I love coming over and meeting everybody.
Right on. Well, how can our lovely and wonderful guildies get a hold of our favorite Swede?
Twitter at Tullibardine. Wow. I had to change it. I had actually Tullibardine CTR before, but I've actually got one character in AIE, so I decided to change it to WoW.
Double dipping.
We won't judge. We won't judge. And for those watching the video of this on YouTube or watching live, Tullibardine is spelled out on the screen. For those listening on the download, that will be in the show notes. Go find this guy. He's awesome. He's great. He makes all of us smile. Thule, thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you for being you, and thank you for being a part of this community, sir.
Thank you very much, and it's been fun being here.
Right
Take
on.
care. We'll see you soon. I'm sure popping up somewhere at some event.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, I'll see you in a couple of weeks, Thule. So
Yeah, we'll see you.
right on. Travel safe. We'll talk soon. Bye.
Take care, too.
Okay, thank you.
Isn't he your favorite person ever?
He legit was one of my favorite people to meet at BlizzCon. I say that about everybody, but
You mean other than me and Belschnickel?
Thule, well, okay,
Well, it's
so
kind of a given, Sal.
Thule,
I mean,
let's not do this. Let's not play
well,
this
no,
game.
it's like
all
what he's trying
right?
to say is it's like Thule was here, right?
Yeah.
And then Sal and Bell were right here. It was close, but it just wasn't the same.
It was,
That's
cool.
cool. Whatever.
It was the same but different.
Yeah.
Let's bring on Nate before we discuss me using that term.
Wow. What a segue.
Jeez, that was a wonderful segue.
I don't know how to feel about anything anymore. And there's some conversations going in the chat room that really confuse me. And
About a video card being
I don't
broken?
understand.
It's
It's
your fault?
Chromie. I broke a thing apparently. I don't know. But Chromie is blaming it on me. Draven Dresden says, Summer Sal, you are one of my favorites from BlizzCon. Thank you, Draven Dresden.
That's not really what he said.
That's literally exactly what he said.
Did somebody remind Nate that we were on tonight?
I don't know, man. I haven't seen Nate in the chat room either. That'd be
Haven't
kind of
either.
a fail to miss Nate tonight.
Hey, T,
What?
are you in here? I saw T in here.
Terrars is definitely here, yeah.
Why don't we go ahead and
Oh,
bring
man.
T in here?
Let's get T
you're-
up in here, man.
You're getting bumped up.
It's time for tea.
It's time for tea!
Tea! You gotta feel it from your gut.
Oh, Nate sent me an email, said he wasn't going to be here.
Oh, like right now or like back in the day when you were supposed to kind of put it in the show notes?
An hour ago while I was on the subway.
Okay, so like an hour ago. Okay, that's
Or
cool.
less than that, but yes.
That's all right,
So-
man. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. We got tea
You
in
know
the house,
what?
man. It's all good.
It's time for tea.
Yes. I don't think
Hey.
she can- Hey, T.
Hey, Gerard.
How's it going, boss?
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Not bad. I don't know if chat's caught up, but I think Nate messaged you, Sal, saying he wasn't going to be here tonight on Twitter.
He did. He did what he had to do. Sal just kind of like she forgets things sometimes.
Okay.
It's
fine.
you know, like
it's-
in this metaphor, if there was a ball, and somebody had dropped it, I think it would be Sal. I'm just
Yeah.
putting that out there.
That's a very unique metaphor, by the way. I like that.
Sal does
I
not.
want a timestamp on this message.
It was late. Like I think it was like 7:50 my time, which is 5:50 server. I think.
Oh, like yeah. So like 5 hours ago. That's cool.
So like 5 minutes before the show started. And you know what? We love Nate and he's wonderful and I'm wonderful too.
There we go.
Which, to be
Everyone's
fair,
wonderful.
if he messaged the show, I should have seen it too. But
I don't know if it was a show. I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is I got a message.
you know what this
and I thought it was
is?
Sal still too.
This is riveting podcasting.
I know,
material right
it is.
here. So why don't
I'm riveted.
why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on with the events?
Yes, event stuff. So our anniversary is less than 2 weeks away. Well, our celebration is. Our anniversary is a little more than 2 weeks away. So we are getting ready to celebrate. First of all, we have a ton of great prizes happening. So we had a member of Alone donate 4 pets from the store. Another guildie donate 2 pets from the store. We have 3 of the Minion of Grumpus mounts. Grumpies. Minions of Grumpuses. So that's a lot of those. And then a lot of gold donated so far. So we were able to buy a Sunstone, a Ruby, and a Sapphire Panther. Panther. Those are your mounts from Jewel Crafting that happened back in Mists with Sky Golem and a Vial of Sands. So a lot of great prizes, guys. You definitely want to participate because not all of these are going to the raffle. We have Transmog tournament happening on the 23rd, and there are 3 different categories you can enter in. There is a like a silly category, clown crazy, best fantasy cosplay, and then the prettiest or best representation of a class. We have runs happening, so like a Fireland achievement run, a tier 2 run, some old raids that'll be run, so that's definitely a lot of action going on. And we're kicking it off with a For the Alliance. I know Cuddles is doing a pet battle tournament and a Hearthstone tournament, so just a lot of stuff packed into this week already, and we still have things that are going to be posted. Big news is on the 10th, so that's this Sunday, have to sign up for the Guild Gift Exchange before then. That way we can get everyone who they got and everyone can get their gifts in time. That's the only real thing that happens before we kick off is just the deadline for that sign up. Otherwise, watch that calendar, guild.converttoraid.com. All the events will be posted there, and there will be directions for how to sign up for stuff. Some things you can do on the website, some things we have to send you to a Google Doc for just to make it easier. So definitely just check that out and get signed up so you don't miss out on anything. Otherwise, 3 years. Pretty
Wow.
exciting.
That's awesome.
Woohoo! Sounds like there's going to be a
That's-
whole lot of fun.
Yes, so that's all that's really happening for events right now, which is kind of understandable since it's such a big event happening. Otherwise, just participate. We're gonna have people popping in and out, different officers, that sort of thing. So you'll get a chance to talk with people on a different kind of level than you normally do. It's gonna be a blast. So just participate and show your support for the guild because 3 years is quite a feat.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Otherwise, that's it for event news. Like I said, that's all we're doing right now. Otherwise, if you have any suggestions, let me know. You can always email ctrguildevents@gmail.com or get a hold of me in-game on Turarts.
Awesome. Thanks so much, T.
Yeah,
Ooh.
no problem.
It's good to see you. Happy New Year.
Yes, I know. I can't believe it. I thought I completely messed up. I thought our show was last week, so I was all prepared last week, and then I was like, oh, nope, off a week.
Oh, and then she messaged me like way early, and I didn't see it
Right.
until 5 minutes before the show would have started. And I was like, no, and I'm sure she was like sitting there like hair all done, looking all like cute, headset on, ready to go, and was like, oh.
I didn't know if, because it was 2 weeks from the show last week, but I'm like, I don't know if
Yeah.
for the holidays we're taking a break, 'cause that happens sometimes. So I'm like, well, I'll check and see if they do shout outs on Twitter, and if nothing goes out, then I'll go with there's no show.
No.
So that was my backup plan. My backup plan was, if nothing's on Twitter, I'm just gonna stay in pajamas.
Nice.
You should do that anyway, though.
You can do that anyway.
I know.
I just the top's nice. The bottom's the bottom.
But no one sees the bottom.
It's like the weatherman. Like he doesn't wear pants. That's
Exactly.
a thing.
It's
It's
like-
okay.
You just have to look good from this up. So that's it.
That's it.
Exactly. All right. Well, thank you so much, T.
There's the
Kitty
cat.
sighting.
Thank you.
There's
All
the
right,
kitty.
Thanks so much, T.
Yep. Have a good night.
Good night.
Love her.
Oh,
At least T showed up tonight. You know what I'm
no
saying?
Nate. No
Hey,
Nate
I want to
tonight,
just
so
make it
no
very
rating
clear.
news.
I want to make it very clear. Nate messaged me. He sent me a message in the proper channels. He did it in time, and I just didn't see it. It is my fault, and Nate is perfect.
Well, can we throw one thing into rating news? Like,
Yes.
obviously we don't have a big rundown, but Convert to Mythic restarted their Moose runs. They did another batch of folks. They're like, I think they're over 6 mil now in gold they could have made in donating that.
Hypothetical gold.
Yes.
I mean, legit, they could be charging people.
Hypothetical gold
They
pieces.
could be charging people 50K gold a piece,
Yeah.
like easy, just for this amount. And it's incredible that these guys are taking that time. So thanks, big shout out, and thanks to them. We got some
Having a
announcements.
Comic-Con was really nice last week. That was fun. That was lots of fun.
Yes, he's a very accomplished raider.
A
see
comp.
what
Now
you
we know
did
how to
there.
say it. It's like
I see
accomplished.
exactly what you did there.
So for now and ever, we know how to say his name.
Exactly.
Let's move it on, Cuddles.
Well, you got some announcements, like something like that.
Yes, we do have announcements. And one of them, okay, Discord.
Are we going to do those now?
Can hear our voice. Everyone that can hear our voice is welcome to jump into our new Discord servers for the guild. You can go to discord.converttoraid.com. That's discord.converttoraid.com for the CTR Discord server. Really cool. You can also join us at the what are we called? We are the Converted, and it's bit.ly/converted discord. A lot of activity going on in the CTR one though. It's pretty fun.
Discord sounds really good. Like, you guys weren't kidding. Like, the other night when I got in with you guys, we were playing some heroes. It sounds really,
Finally,
really good.
we got you in there, and you're like,
No,
whoa,
like-
whoa, hey, whoa, this voice.
Well, it's like every time I turn around, you guys are changing stuff. But Discord was a welcome change from them.
Yeah.
That sounds really good.
Discord is a legit like it.
Yeah.
So for those that haven't been in there, we've been kind of talking about this each and every week. Discord is still in alpha. They're still working on things. So there's hiccups, there's problems, there's things that the app doesn't have, there's things that the desktop thing doesn't have. Be patient. It's in
I
alpha.
get DOSed every day.
But yeah, they're like Fusro DDoS. Like they're taking an arrow to the knee, like straight up. But no, think if GroupMe and Skype had a baby along with like some things from Slack, and like it's all like this beautiful, like, so there's chat and there's voice, and I'm getting like the weird looks for y'all listening on the download. GroupMe and Skype have a baby,
No, you lost me on the Slack.
and then there's Slack because there's the forums, there's the channels.
Okay.
Do you use Slack?
No.
It's okay. Slack is like a business-based forum and action-based thing, like very, very good for business and teams.
Okay.
Because you can actually set actionable items and projects, and like it's more collaboration. But let's ignore that, and let's just talk about GroupMe and Skype, because we all know about that.
Yes.
Voice quality much better than Mumble, not quite as good as Skype. Chat features are awesome. There's multiple channels. For those that create their own for their raid teams, you can create channels for officers, for officer chat, There's all sorts of privileges, permissions. It's really, really neat. They're aiming to,
and it doesn't cost anything.
It's
Like,
as of right now, it is free. It is an alpha. They are aiming to be the premier, like video game, like chat and voice platform. And I think they're like, quite honestly, if they keep up what they're doing on through beta and into live, they're doing it right. 'Cause they blow Vent, TeamSpeak, and Mumble out of the water. Mm-hmm. My thoughts.
Yeah, totally. There's some discussion in the chat room right now, like getting on the phone or whatever. Yeah, the phone works, but I like to tell people just like if they've never been in Discord, I'm like, here's the link. Go to the link. You can use it in browser, and that's something that you can't really do in Mumble, right? You can use it in browser. You don't have to download anything. No, eventually you're like, oh, hey, I want to download something. The client's pretty cool, actually. I like the client, but you don't have to have the client. And it totally works in browser. And people aren't used to that just now, but they will. I do think it's the new thing coming. It's just it's not ready yet. The bread is not, the dough has not risen, and the oven is not hot enough, or something.
Wow.
Save me from this analogy.
The analogies, you're killing it tonight with the analogies.
I'm killing something.
Because the bread, I can see that for sure.
Discord.converttoraid.com, guildies. Let's meet up there. But there is something else happening in Florida very soon.
Yes.
There is something going on.
Finally.
I know, right? All right. So we've been talking about this for I think since probably a couple weeks before the first time that I ever appeared as a guest on this show, which was a minute ago. And that is the Convert to Raid Central Florida meetup. So anyone within the sound of our voice right now is more than welcome. This is going to occur at Mr. Dunderback's Beer Garden and Brewery in Tampa. Basically what Mr. Dunderback's is it is a German restaurant that's been around since I want to say like 1916 or maybe 1976. There we go. That sounds much more reasonable. So it's a staple of the USF like college campus. It's German food. They have delicious like a huge beer menu for anybody that's into that. But great German food. They're gonna have a little room that we can all chill in. We can get loud. We can get rowdy. It is at 4 p.m. on Saturday, January 23rd. I'm dropping a link in the chat room right now, and all we ask is that you go over to that link and RSVP so we know how many people to expect. But come on out. Have some fun. Bell's going to be there. Nav's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Marissa CTR is going to be there.
I got to talk to the Miami peeps, too, because we got tons of Miami CTR peeps.
If Hokey don't show up, I'm going to be a little salty.
He's going to have to show up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he could be traveling or something, but...
you can get some Tank?
No, Tank's in Texas, man.
Okay, cool. Because I can't have like Tink and Hokey in the same room with me. Cause
no, that won't happen. No, Tink's in Texas.
I can't handle that much pretty.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I can't do it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have Belschnickel in there with Hokey. I mean, how much pretty do you want?
I don't know, but that's a different level of pretty. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot of Latin mixture. But when you get Tink in there too, and you get the Latin American Caucasian fusion, it's hard to handle. It really is.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I can identify with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So coming down. I mean, because you're like traveling like Thule, like you just roll around like Thule are all over the places traveling.
Yeah,
so
I thought you traveled like
ever since moving to New York, I have stopped traveling. Like moving to New York and spending New York dollars has
New York dollars is real though. That's a real thing.
Yeah, New York rent
is a mortgage. So, you're probably paying more for your rent than I am for my mortgage.
I guarantee I am.
And that's ridiculous. But anyway, a different story, a different day.
And
we were all really excited.
And my rent. Oh yeah.
We were all super excited about the money that Bell won. And like we were all pumped. Like Nav and I were like, oh my gosh, like 17 grand. That's awesome. Like 10, it sounds like that's not anything in New York.
That's not true. You were like it was like $10,000. I'm like, man, I would quit my job. And
I didn't say I would quit my job. I said I would take a week off. I said
He's
I
like,
would
I
walk
just
in and
told
take
my
a weekend.
boss to go to hell, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's
You didn't say all of that.
But then apologize later.
there, and I'm like, but that's not actually. I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's not actually a lot of money. It's not quit your
It's a
job.
lot of money for fantasy football. Like, you know,
Yes.
it's not every day that you went enough to buy a car playing fantasy. But
but
no.
like, you're not gonna like pay off your house with it.
no, I haven't missed any work. I'll be
Right.
at
He
work.
would if he lived in a trailer home, which obviously he does not.
That's when we started differentiating New York money versus Florida money. We should probably move on.
Okay.
We can probably wrap the show up.
All right. Well, why don't before we do that, chat room, it is time. Get your shout outs in. Sal, you got any regular shout outs?
We do have shout outs, and chat room, you should get your shout outs right now because there's only 2 shout outs. We had 2 tweets this week, which is totally fine. Anyone who wants to send a shout out, you can go to our Signals Media page. We love it. We'd like to tweet that out sometimes, but you can also just tweet it to us. This week we've got Stone, who's in the chat room right now, and he says shout out to For the Win and Sunday Mass Res.
For the win.
Love my new raid teams. I didn't know Stone was on For the Win. That's cool. That's your old team, yeah?
It is. It is.
And Cheryl says, oh, this isn't really a shout out, but I wanted to say it anyway. It says, this will be my first listen as an actual CTR member.
Nice.
Fun to see how many more names I actually recognize. You know what? Cheryl, like at Cheryl_MN. I bet you're in Minnesota, but welcome. We're very happy to have you here. I hope you are listening. I hope you're in the chat room. So that's not a shout out, but I wanted to add it anyway. That's like, oh, a new member of our community. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We've been actually getting a lot of that in the past few weeks. Like tweets of people saying, hey, I just joined the guild, or, you know, hey, I didn't know it could be like this. And hey, I didn't realize this community was so cool. And it is. Welcome all the new people.
I can totally remember when I first signed up and first started listening to this podcast. I can remember being totally geeked out when I saw Nav in chat one day. I was like, is that Navox? No, that's Navox. Hi.
Because, you know,
That's how it
Nav
sounded through chat.
It's
He's so
exactly how it did.
big and mean and scary.
All right, so it looks like we got a couple chat room shout outs. You got anything else from the forums?
That's what we got. That's it.
All right. So let's start out with from Bartholomew. Shout out to Call Kenny Loggins. Grats on Heroic Gore Fiend. From Mike O'Hara Gaming. Shout outs to Leaving Old Characters and Habits Behind. I'm now a tank with 2 alts, not 35. Wow. Good job on the printing down, my friend. And from Midnight, shout out to Ladra for being awesome. That should just be like a thing. Can I get that on a shirt? And
Yeah, for real.
that looks like all we have. If I missed something in there, guys, I am sorry. All right. So, Sal, do you have any personal shout outs for the week?
Yes. I want to shout out to Sly, who is in Australia and plays HOTS with me. And I want to shout out to my friend Casey, who's listening to the show tonight. We'll download it. And she's also in Australia, and she's going to come visit me in New York pretty soon. So I'm really happy. Shout out to a few of my Aussie friends. I mean, I could shout out to other Aussies. I mean, Bruce Nee is right here. Spanx is going to listen. But to the Aussies, I'm shouting out.
Aussie. How about you, Bell?
I got to shout out my man Cuds. And it's for no, check it. It's for setting up the meetup, dude, because this meetup has been in the background for like 4 years, bro. You come on the show, and like 5-6 months later, we're meeting up in a couple weeks, dude, and I'm pumped. So, dude, you've been doing the work, man, behind the scenes, and I'm giving you a shout out, man, showing you some love for that.
Oh, I appreciate that. Don't say that until after the meetup, because you're assuming I've done things like called the venue and made sure they can handle us and, you know, things like that. But
yeah, I guess I was assuming the bat.
No, I have. It's going to be a really good time. Thunderbags.
Dude, thanks for setting that up, man. Seriously, guys, if you're in Florida, if you're in Georgia, if you're in Alabama, make the trip. Come down. Let's hang out. Let's have a good time.
Totally worth it.
No excuses.
And I'm sure. So the meetup is listed from 4 to 7, guys. If people want to get there early, if people want to stay late, I know I have an event to run that evening. But you know what? I'll find one of the other lovely event planning staff to take it over. If we got people sticking around on something going on, I got it scheduled for a few hours. If people want to make something more out of it, y'all, let's talk about it. But first and foremost, we're gonna break some German bread together. So real quick, shout outs for me. I'm gonna post a link here in the chat, guys. I just got done with my Ice Crown Challenge. Which, if you have not heard about the Ice Crown Challenge, it's something by Arcane Ratzel. I'm totally unfamiliar with him or her. I don't know them. I don't know if they're even in CTR, but it's this amazing thing for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And you basically run Ice Crown. It's a time run. You go through there, kill everything. You can skip the Dragon Boss if you can't heal it. And you commit to donating a dollar amount of your choosing for each minute. So I did $1 for every minute. It took me 44 minutes because I failed on the ship and then some other bad stuff. But you can check out that link. There's all the information about it.
You were trying to solo it.
I did. I soloed it in a 25-man heroic. And it was a whole lot of fun. It was for charity, not for speed. And I streamed it. I posted it up on YouTube. But check that out, guys. There's now, it's the 4th. This goes till the 16th. You can do it. You can challenge somebody else to it. It's a whole lot of fun. It's the WoW community's version of the Ice Bucket Challenge. Having lost 2 friends to suicide this year, I know that suicide is something that, it happens in life and it happens in this community, unfortunately. So if you have the time, if you have the disposable income, go check it out. If you don't, tweet about this, post it out there, get a little bit more buzz going about it. They've killed their goals and hopefully they'll do even better with them. So if you're listening to this show on iTunes and or Stitcher, take a few moments, give us a thumbs up or write us a review. Tell us how we're doing. We will even give you a shout out. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, leave us a comment and subscribe. If you'd like to join us live, look us up on twitch.tv/convertedpodcast. Sal, what can they do if they'd like to join us on this show?
Well, any CTR guildie is welcome to join in on the fun. Just email us at convertedpodcast@gmail.com. That's convertedpodcast@gmail.com. We will hook it up. Join us in the next show on January 18th. We will be here with another CTR legend, the one and only Air will join us. Yes, the monk extraordinaire.
Yes.
Air.
For those of you guys
Air
not watching the stream, Cuddles just did this crazy fist pump.
So like Thule and Air both, world travelers, super interesting, lead these lives that just seem incredible. And then they're the most down to earth, nicest, sweetest, kindest human beings I've ever met in my life.
Well, the big reason we're going to be able to have Air on is because he will be back from London. Yep. He'll be in the state. He'll be stateside, and he'll be able to join us on that day. So he's back from London after his several-year stint in Japan. So, well, and he was at BlizzCon too.
Yeah, it was cool seeing him.
Which was awesome. Amazing. Yeah. So we're very happy for him to be able to squeeze us in.
Yes.
Super happy.
Yes. So thank you for that, Air. We will see you in a couple weeks, and we will see all of you in the chat room in a couple weeks. Everybody say bye.
Oh, the chat room has been so nice tonight. So awesome.
Thanks for coming out, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you all.
You can follow us on Twitter at converted_CTR.
And be sure to follow us on our YouTube channel, Converted Podcast.
Also, follow us on our Twitch channel, Converted Podcast, and join us live every other Monday at 7 p.m. server.
You can follow me at Summer_Sal.
Cuddles at Mullet863.
And Belschnickel at BelschnickelCTR.
This podcast is a part of the Signals Media All-Star Network. For more information on this and other fine shows, go to signalsmedia.com. It's okay to stick our stuff in your ears. Really?
Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights, and I glow. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage, I wax a chump like a candle.